He looked taller, older, obviously, but there was something else in his face I couldn't place, until he saw her. We had just stepped inside. I was still holding his duffel bag, hands shaking from 10 years of searching, 10 years of hoping, praying, bargaining with shadows. And then, he froze, stone, his eyes locked onto her, not with recognition, with terror. He took a step back, then another, and screamed, "Help me! Dad, call the police, please!" My heart stuttered. I turned to her, my wife. She didn't flinch, didn't blink, just slid her hand into her purse, slow, mechanical, like she'd practiced the motion 1,000 times. I reached for my phone. She pulled something out, a shape, cold, metallic. I never heard the first shot. The hospital walls were too white, too clean. He was alive. The bullet had missed. Me? Not so lucky. Shoulder shattered, clean exit. She disappeared before the police arrived, vanished like smoke. But her silence said more than any excuse could have. The moment I saw his eyes, his panic, I knew. It wasn't kidnapping. It was escape, from her, the woman I shared a home with, a bed, a life. The boy never called her mom. He wouldn't even look at me when I said her name. He just whispered, "She told me you were dead." She told him I was dead. I nodded, but inside, my bones were ice, my veins, wire, and something deeper began to stir. Not rage, clarity. He wouldn't say more, not at first. Years of silence don't shatter all at once, so I stopped asking and started watching. I found the old storage drive from her laptop, wiped clean but not well. Restored files, hidden folders, passwords she thought I'd never guess. I saw bank transfers to places I'd never heard of. I found photos, not of her, of him, my son, from years after he went missing, standing beside men I didn't know, one with his hand resting too firmly on the boy's shoulder. And then, video. Security footage, time-stamped, blurry, but the voice, crystal clear. "Do it, or I'll let the buyer take him instead." Her voice, no doubt. I stared at the screen until my face reflected back in the dark. I didn't feel heartbreak or fury, just the slow, suffocating realization. She never lost him. She sold him. I waited until he was asleep. I watched him breathe, slow, shallow, uneven. Trauma lingers in the body, I know that now. I copied the files, all of them, and sent them to one person, her sister, a lawyer, trusted, cruel when she needs to be. Then I printed a single photo, the clearest one, her, holding his arm behind his back, his face red, eyes swollen. The moment she broke him. And I mailed it. No return address. 2 days later, she walked into the police station, smiling, hair neat, lashes curled. She thought she could spin it, twist it, manipulate the narrative, but I was already there. I slid the evidence across the table, no words. She scanned the pages, photo after photo, bank records, audio. Her skin paled, her jaw trembled. Still, she tried. I did what I had to. I leaned in, voice calm. You did what you wanted. The courtroom was quiet. She didn't cry. She didn't scream. She watched me, stone-faced, as the judge read the charges. I didn't speak during trial, didn't look at her. But the final day, I stood. The room was silent. I searched for my son for 10 years. I buried the idea of him, grieved him. I turned to her, and now, I know who killed him. It wasn't the men you sold him to. Pause. It was you. She flinched. A crack. I walked out while she stared ahead, still trying to control the story with silence. But her silence was no longer power. It was the sound of drowning. He sleeps better now. Still flinches at loud doors. Still wakes from dreams he can't explain. But he sleeps. I moved us far from the city, quiet town, new names, clean start. The past doesn't haunt me, it educates me. I no longer ask why. I no longer wonder how she fooled me. I only remember the look on her face as the cell door closed, and how, for the first time in years, I didn't feel anything at all. Some people lose themselves in grief. She just sold the part of her that ever loved.